Hey guys, welcome back to Ebbs and Flows, where we talk about the highs and lows on and off the field. Hard to get Roosters boys in here, but thanks for coming through, bro.
All good, bro. Thanks for having me, eh?
First and foremost, Terrell May, congrats on your new contract. What does that mean for you and your family?
Thanks, bro. It just means so much to me and my family, eh? Like, growing up, I never thought I would be at Roosters or an NRL player, and my family seeing me happy there and re-signing, obviously, make them proud. And yeah, I'm just thankful and grateful to be there for another 2 years. So yeah.
What's that contract negotiation part like? Because obviously when Roosters want you, they normally get their guy. Were you sort of peeking around other places, or were you just happy to stay at the Roosters, or what?
No, I wasn't peeking around other places. I was just obviously trying to sort out that brother contract. And then for me, I never really wanted to leave. So for me, I was always trying to get the two bros to come over. But obviously that didn't happen. And then the only other option I could have had was to go back to Penrith, but there wasn't really a contract there for me to go back to. So yeah, I wanted to stay at Roosters, and really I want to be a one club man, to be honest. So Roosters looks like the team.
Yeah, obviously you got some pretty good guys as like leaders with Jared and Lindsay there. What do you learn from guys like that? Because Roosters, they're always low key. Like they're hard to get on podcasts. They don't do too much media besides cheese. Cheese is everywhere. But what's it like being behind someone like Jared and Lindsay?
Obviously you look up to those kind of guys. Jared obviously been one of the top tier front rows for 15 years. So yeah, and then Lindsay's coming to his own right now. But yeah, it's more the off-field stuff you look into, like how disciplined and nice those blokes are, eh? And how they go about themselves off the field. But then on the field, they're just beasts, bro. Like, you want to play with those kind of guys week in, week out. So yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I get to play with him, eh?
Yeah. Jared was running off the field on the weekend, and the mic picked up him saying something to you boys as you guys come on. What type of stuff does he say to you?
Nah, it's just always like encouraging stuff, eh? He'll be like, "Come on, G, let's go. That's us." Like, it's always encouraging. If he's not encouraging you, he's spraying you. So yeah, it's one or the other. But yeah, he's a good dude, Jared, bro. I love him, and he's like a big dad for all of us boys at the Roosters.
Yeah, I think it's important to have like there's a lot of Islanders and Maoris within the game now. And I think it's important to have that senior guy who can relate to Maori or Islander boys. And I remember we were a bit younger. We had Ruben and Manu that we could look up to at the time. But I think they just sort of understand the Islander boys a little bit better, don't they?
Yeah, 100. We always say that Jared's like our leader for the Islander boys and the Māoris, you know. Like, he's done so much for the Pacific Islanders and Māoris in this game. Like, we look up to him and we want to learn off him and take that down to the next generation. Yeah. So,
hey, how do you feel about your game? Obviously, you've come in and you're the hot topic right now. Everyone's talking about Origin. Everyone's obviously just re-signed with one of the biggest clubs in the game. How do you feel like your game's progressing? Because you play a different style to Jared and Lindsay. You got that nice little tip on. You move a little bit differently. How do you feel like that's developing?
I feel like my development from this year, including last year, I just feel like I've came in with a confidence that's been different. Like, obviously, first coming into NRL, you're a bit like shy and you don't really want to do too much. But I feel like off the back of last year, I feel like my confidence has grown heaps this year, and I'm just going out and doing my thing now. And I feel like all the boys trust me, so I'm very confident and just happy to be playing the way I am.
Are you looking to get that starting position when Jared leaves? Is that the goal?
That's the goal, 100%. Like, I don't want to beat around the bush. I like coming off the bench, but to start week in, week out, that's a goal for mine. So obviously Spencer coming back, that's going to be a battle. And
I forgot he's there, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a good little competition going there, but obviously everyone wants to start. So yeah.
Bro, White's strong as fuck too, isn't he?
Yeah, White's a beast, bro. Like, he's still young. He's only like 21. So once he comes to his age, bro, he's going to be a beast. He's already a beast, but he's going to be a proper beast.
Bro, what's it like? Trent Robinson, obviously widely regarded as one of the best coaches in the game, and I've had a chance to have a chat with him one time, and intellectually from a football standpoint, I've never met someone who was as smart as him. What's it like being in conversations with him and being one of his players?
Nah, Trent's a really good communicator, not just like for the on-field stuff, but off field, like he's really every day he's asked for how's your family, how's the little one, how's this. Like it's always about family. It's never really on field. But then he has a switch to like go on field and then. But like I'm kind of pretty smart with that stuff. Like I know footy pretty well, so he knows that, and then he'll just talk to me about what I need to work on and what I've been doing good. So I'll just take that into consideration and I'll go out and do what he wants me to do. So yeah.
100%. I always ask the Roosters boys this, and I've asked Cheese and everyone, what do you think, and I know you haven't been there all the time, like what do you think the Roosters never start as well as they should? Like I look at your team every week, you guys are stacked from 1 to almost 23. Is there anything behind the scenes that you've noticed that why the team starts a bit pretty slow?
Not really behind the scenes, It's more like just the clicking. Like I feel like we take a while to click together, but then once we're on, we're like on.
Oh,
yeah, but nah, nothing. Like we're always, this year, especially with Simon Jones coming in, like we've gotten fitter, stronger. Like we should be starting fast, but I don't know what's going on, To be 3-3 with our kind of team, it's a bit disappointing, but I feel like it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So yeah.
100. Bro, obviously you grew up out west. Do you want to tell us some stories of what it's like to grow up out west? We're pretty crazy at the moment in Bondi with stabbings, but you go out west. I wouldn't say it's normal, but it's a rougher way of life. Do you want to talk about growing up out west, and could you have gone either way? Could you ended up in a bit more trouble when you guys took the football path? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, no, growing up west, there was for me it's normal, but for other people they look into it, they think it's real bad and that. But yeah, growing up, my dad and mum were always like strict on us, so we kind of really couldn't hang around people who were meant to be hanging around. But yeah, like growing up, it's either like out west we see it as you either go in jail, football, or just a work life. There's nothing like in between. There's no like businessman like doing right businesses. But yeah, I feel like out west is very different to out these ways. Like we grow up different. Like even for me, like I grew up like not eating dinner like 7 times a week. It's like me and my brothers would fight over eating dinner, like my family working long hours, like, and then like taking us to footy and that, and then like trying to keep us off the streets, because out west every kid's on the street and everyone's like following the older boys, and the older boys ain't really doing too good, so they're trying to be bad. But yeah, a lot of my mates right now are in jail, or some of them dead, so I'm just glad my parents took us away from our life and led us into this path. So yeah.
Do you feel like you guys can influence the next generation coming through? Because maybe growing up in those early days, they didn't have people to look up to, and they've got you guys now. They've got Panthers who are 3 times champions, Do you feel like that's a part of your journey?
Yeah, 100%. Like a lot of boys now out west, like look up to the Penrith boys and some of the boys out west. So looking up to footy players is kind of good. Like the boys are doing something different. And I know a lot of the boys are like starting clinics and doing all this little stuff on the side to keep the kids off the street. So that's one thing I want to look into, because I don't want kids ending up in jail, and I want them to chase their dreams, or if they're not chasing their dreams, just be a good person. But I'm not saying the boys leading the other ways are bad people. That's the life they chose. So yeah.
Even like I'm old, but I look at guys like when 1-4 and that were coming through, you could see how it would be appealing to like a young kid coming through and seeing that lifestyle and all the motorbikes and all the film clips and the rapping. You can see how they can fall into that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like the 1-4 boys are doing well, and I'm proud to call them from Mount Druitt, but I just feel like there's young kids looking up to that stuff and thinking like that's the high life, but not everything you see on social media is like real. So that's how I take it. Like people see like the money, the chains and all that, but that's not real, bro. Like that's just something you want to get into, you get into that. But if you want to live like a happy life, you do what you want to do. So yeah, that's how I see it.
So we look at you now, obviously talking about Origin and just re-sign with the Roosters, but your path to NRL wasn't always as smooth as people would suggest or think. Do you want to talk about those earlier days coming through like the system and getting left out? Do you want to talk about that? Because I think that's super inspiring.
Yeah, nah, 100%. Like growing up, me and my brothers barely made rep teams, especially me. Like the first time I actually played in a rep team was under 20s, my own age at Penrith. So yeah, I got left out of a lot of teams. But for me, I didn't really know what to think about it, because I was young. I thought like, oh bro, I'm so trash, like how can I not make this team? I'm never gonna make NRL. But growing up, you realize like a lot of those boys that you thought were gonna make NRL, like never make NRL. So for me, like I think hard work's the most important thing, like, and never giving up, because that was my persona of coming into the NRL. I never gave up, and I made my debut when I was 23, so that's pretty old, like compared to most guys. But now like see it as like I'm grateful to actually play in NRL. And yeah.
How close were you to giving up that dream?
Bro, I gave up multiple times. I think I was 19, gave up, 17, gave up. Yeah, a lot of times I gave up. So
what made you keep coming back?
Obviously the brothers, like they always said I was so talented, and I was wasting my time, like giving up. Like I just gotta start training hard and that. And then when Tiny made his debut, I was just so motivated. Like I was like, bro, I'm so proud, but how could a younger brother like play NRL before you? That's like embarrassing. Yeah, so like,
oh, is that how you felt?
Yeah, like yeah, I was just like, I was so like happy for him and that, but I felt embarrassed like within myself, like how could a guy younger than you debut before you? And then obviously Tyron was already playing NRL, so then I felt like left out, like, oh, I'm the only one that hasn't played NRL. Like that's embarrassing for you and your family. Like everyone thought you would be the first one to play. And then like seeing him debut and play, I was just like, bro, so happy and proud. Like I'm gonna do it for him. Yeah, Tiny's was a big motivation for me, to be honest. Like if he didn't play NRL, I wouldn't even like come back, to be honest.
Oh really?
At all? Yeah, no, I wouldn't play.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Obviously, like he come in and killed it too. What was it like? How did you get yourself back into it? Were you doing extra training on your own? I know you boys are big into bars. Talking to Teagues and Tiny the other week, and they're into like carnivore. They're into all these different things. And I look at you and I look at your brother, and you like, it's easy to judge you by the way that you guys look, and your older brother as well. But you guys think differently. You move differently. Like, where's that mindset come from, bro?
No, I just think my dad, he's always had a strong mindset. He's been so strict on us since we were young. Like he's always pushed us to push our limits. So yeah, it's definitely my dad. Like it's been a big inspiration for me and my family. So yeah, seeing him, like he would make us run hills since we were young, make us eat right. If we didn't eat right, we'll get a hiding. If we didn't play good, we'll get in a hiding. Like the boys used to be so scared of my dad. Like, bro, they used to watch us like get hidings, and he's white too. So they're like, what the hell is this white dude bashing these Islander boys for? Like, but yeah, my dad's the biggest inspiration for me, especially because like if I didn't have him in my life, I'd probably be in gangs and that and doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. So
it's crazy to think about, like especially when you live out there, like how close like the gang life in football, like you know what I mean, like not people out east don't have that that mentality, you know. It's scary.
100.
Bro, so your brother, I'm super impressed with who he is as a person, but he's just got into the vlogging. I see you've been a part of Twitch. What do you think about your moves? Now you're settled, now you know what you're doing on the football field, you got your contract sorted. How are you going to start moving? Because I feel like you're someone who can inspire a lot of people. Yeah, no,
100%. I wanted to move like Tiny a little bit, but different. He's doing the vlogs. I want to do the gaming like side of it, because I've always been a good gamer growing up. I just want to showcase my talent in that. So I'm going to try to start streaming at the end of this year once I get my setup, and then I'll start like doing little vlogs as well. And then I also want to get into podcasting like this and just talk about how I grew up and decide, obviously you can choose one way or go this way. So yeah, I want to inspire young kids to choose the right path.
Would you interview like people that have gone down the wrong path as well?
Yeah, 100%. I got a lot of boys that recently just got out, or boys that are doing music. I got a lot of mates doing different stuff, but it will just be hard, like, cause like I know some of them won't want to get on in that. Like,
yeah, fair enough, But like I find that stuff so interesting, especially when they've been inside and they start talking about all their different scenarios and experiences. I find that stuff super interesting.
Yeah, no, 100. It's pretty interesting, like the way like I can just hang around people like that and like think it's normal. But
that's
like,
your boys though.
Yeah, those are my boys, but people from the outside will think, oh, these guys are this, that, like, but people just see what they see on social media. They don't see the person that they are. That's why I think social media is so fake, Like for me, that's why I'm barely on it, but obviously if I want to make generational wealth, I got to start becoming that guy. So yeah.
Bro, I love that. So I think obviously I look into a lot of gaming and know gamers and stuff, bro. There's heaps of money in that too if you can nail it. And I know a few of your boys in the Roosters play. Are you gaming with Joey and all that?
Nah, I don't really game with those boys. I game with my cousins, really. Like I play with my family, my brothers. But yeah, my little cousin's like one of the best in Oz at the moment at COD. So yeah, he's got a little LAN tournament in a couple of weeks. So
cool.
Try to support that. But yeah, it was always me and him growing up. Like we're always very good at games, and yeah, we've both played a bit of pro like in the Oz scene. But yeah, he's taken.
Oh, so you played as well?
Yeah, like
so you're good.
Yeah, like I'm like pretty like up there. Like if you ask like Jerome and that, like those boys, they'll tell you like why I gave up footy and just because of that stuff too as well.
Oh, I just love gaming too much?
Yeah, bro. I was just like ridiculous, like 18 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, it's crazy, like how much I've changed my life and that.
Yeah. Still feel like you can jump back on the sticks anytime?
Oh, yeah, I play a little bit now. I've been playing a little bit with my cousin, just trying to get back in the scene, but I'm not going to be as good. You need to actually put time in. It's like a full-time job. Yeah, so.
I got to meet LaserBeam, those guys.
Yeah. Oh, did you get to meet him?
Yeah, like
really?
his management system. Her name's Grace. They used to look after all those Mr. Muzak or all those guys. And I went to their office, bro, and they all got a space like this with their gaming setup in there. Yeah, bro, and those boys were making bank cash, bro. It was unbelievable,
bro. He's a millionaire, bro.
Yeah,
he's crazy. He's like hangs around like KSI and all that, like.
Mr. B. He's been on Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr.
content.
Beast. Yeah, he knows Mr. Beast too. Right, it's crazy. Like
he's just a knockabout dude from Cronulla too. Which
that's crazy. Bro.
He even got that skin on Fortnite too, the tradie skin. Yeah, because I was talking to his manager around that time, and she was sort of breaking down all the deals and stuff. I was just going, crazy money in there, bro. Yeah. Obviously, proud Samoan. You got to play for Samoa as well. What was that like?
That's crazy, because like to be honest, I didn't even think I was gonna make NRL. Then to play international, I was like, it was like surreal for me. I was like, am I really putting this jersey on right now? And obviously my grandparents have passed, but I was just like doing the anthem. I was just thinking about them so much and how proud they would have been to see me, making my family proud. And yeah, because I grew up with my Samoan side. As you've seen me come in with my cousin, he's a bit black. So yeah, a lot of my side I hang around dark. So yeah.
So was Samoan a big part of your culture growing up? Were you doing everything from day dot?
Yeah, 100%. Like growing up, I used to live with my granddad when I was young. So yeah, I always knew the island away. But right now I'm a bit plastic. So I love going back into camp and getting back into the culture, talking to all the boys. I feel like everyone there is like, we're all like brothers, Like I wasn't one person I couldn't hang around like just on the ones, like, and just meeting them too. But yeah, it's like, it was good to see that. And then good to see all the plastic boys too. It's funny as.
It's hard to explain culture to like a lot of people. Like you look at the Roosters culture and you guys are built on trying to win premierships and stuff like that. But like actual culture, when you go into it and you just feel like you belong, you can't, it's hard to explain, to just the average person.
For 100, it was like so weird. I felt like the first day I walked in, it was like, bro, these are all my family. Like, I don't know, like it was just different. Like, especially Islanders, we're so proud of our culture and we're so tight, and family's a big part. So we all took it as like one, like we're all family. And then obviously we didn't get the best results, but it was the best time. So happy to be a part of that,
I feel like you guys can win a World Cup.
Bro, I feel the same, especially this year. Or like our team this year, or if everyone plays.
Yeah, if everyone plays. That's a big one, if everyone plays. All right, here's the next question for you. If you got to pick between Samoa and Australia one day, where would you go?
To be honest, I would say Australia, because I grew up here and my dad's full Aussie. But the only situation that would take me away from playing from Australia and Samoa is if one of the brothers like couldn't make Australia, or like vice versa.
Yeah.
If they were playing for SAR, I would go to SAR. But yeah, that's a sticky situation, because I grew up here my whole life and that. But I'm like I feel like I'm more Samoan. Like I grew up with my Islander family my whole life. Like I still see them every single day, and I was so close to my grandparents. Like, so yeah, my family from the Samoan side is just like it's my family, bro.
Bro, both pretty good options, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can play for New Zealand as well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Come over.
But yeah, just because my mum was born there, so I don't really have an affiliation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I look at the Samoan, like, bro, the amount of props that are actually Samoan heritage. Like, you look at Tino, you look at Junes, you look at everyone, bro, you guys are just stacked at the moment.
Yeah.
It's scary, bro. It's actually scary. It'd be interesting if Roger comes over as well.
Yeah, hopefully, bro. Like, if those other boys come back, I'll probably have to, like, play for China or something. have to find my way into another team.
It is that. Oh, bro, what'd you learn from your older brother? Like, I talked to him a little bit on Instagram, and I feel like he's going through, like, a bit of a spiritual journey. You know, he had his troubles in the past where he got in trouble. I talk to him now and he feels like he's a different person, and I watch how he posts and all that philosophical stuff now. What have you learned from him?
Nah, I've learned so much from my older brother. Like, the route he was on, like, we weren't really close as a teenager, but like as he got older, I feel like he's matured up and he doesn't care what people think about him now, which is like inspiring because he was going through so much when he was down here, and now seeing how happy he is and not caring what people think, like, that inspires me, bro. Like, because I feel like I've always told, like, my family, like, social media is fake and don't worry about what people are saying, like, because no one's gonna come up to you and be like, oh, bro, like, well, you think you're tough. Like, no one in real life's gonna do that, especially like I've never seen that, bro. Like,
maybe to you.
Nah, I've never seen like someone like come up to me and my family and be like, you're this, like, or any of the boys. So I just think, like, let them talk on social media. Like, why are you wasting your time looking into that stuff? I don't really look into that stuff, to be honest. I don't really care what someone's gonna say about me, and that's what, like, inspired me about my brother. He didn't really care, like, about, obviously it's gonna affect you, like the amount of messages you get and that, like, from people, but for him to, like, look past that and what he's doing now, yeah, it's so inspiring, and I wish the best for him, to be honest.
Can you see him coming back to the NRL?
100%, bro. He's got the talent and skill and knowledge to come back, but it's just whether a club give him a chance, because I know he can do it. Like, what he's doing in Super League right now, he's killing it. And I just know once he plays with confidence, he's like one of the best players I've seen, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that, like, 14 position now in rugby league, especially here, is like one of the most important ones, and he can cover a lot of positions from 9 probably all the way out to outside centre. You know, he can play back row, he could play 13, play any of the halves. So I think it'd be a great pickup for someone. Yeah,
no, 100%. I feel like he started that role, to be honest. There was no one else doing that when I was growing up. I watched him play every position besides prop and, yeah, just prop. Yeah, so, yeah, I feel like he started that 14, like, where 14 can play anywhere, and I feel like he could be, like, necessary for every team, to be honest, but I feel like his best position is half, and I feel like if a team needs a genuine 5'8", like, go look for him, but I don't think he'll come back unless we're in the same team. So yeah.
How do those conversations start, and have you guys got close to getting into a team together, or is it like a 2-3 year down, because you guys have just re-signed too, so can't see it happening in the next 2 years, but is that just a dream, is it?
Yeah, for sure, it was a dream. Like, we tried to make it happen this year, but it was hard because we're all different management, and then obviously we tried to do it like that, like thinking, oh yeah, no, it's easy as, bro, we can do it in 6 months. Oh, bro, you need at least two years, I reckon. But yeah, hopefully our next deal we can all link up. But if not, I just want them to be happy. That's why when Tiny re-signed, I told, like, we had a deep conversation about it, and I said, bro, whatever makes you happy, like, I'm gonna be happy. Because like, for me, like, I don't really care about my, like, happiness, like, in a way, if that makes sense. Like, I want my family to be happy and that. So, like, for me, like, seeing Tiny re-sign, I was so happy. And then obviously I wanted my brother to come back, but if he's happy there, bro, he's happy, and I'm happy right now, so I don't really care. Yeah, I love that, bro. What's it like being at the Roosters? You got access to some of the best business people in the country, Mark Boris, Nick Politis. What are those dudes like? Nah, they're amazing, They're just so nice. Like, they look after your family so well. Like, they'll come and always have a chat to you. But for me, like, I haven't really spoke to those people, like, right now, like, because I'm very shy and very different. Like, I'm very weary. Like, I don't really let people come into my life, to be honest. Like, why is that? Just how you've grown up? Yeah, just growing up, like, knowing how fake people are. Yeah. So, like, I've always, like, had a different mindset. Like, don't let these people get too close to you because they're fake. Or like, even now, like, I don't really talk to media and that because I know like it's all fake love. Like, they see me killing it now, but like next week or like a couple of weeks, I gotta be like playing like trash, and they were like, "Oh, this guy sucks. Like, what's he doing?" Like, so I've always thought like people are fake. I don't give people a chance, to be honest. So yeah.
It's interesting, eh? Like, it makes sense to me, yeah, for sure. Obviously, I seen your comment that you were playing tag over the off season, which helped you get out towards the centre to help set up that try on the weekend. What's that development like? Like, I watch you play, but you play so different compared to like Jared and that. Like, where do you see your game evolving? Because I know I sort of asked this before, but like, you got that nice silky pass, got him through. Why were you going out wide? Like, I just want to know why you're out on the centre. Were you just filling up the space, or did you see the space there, or what?
Nah, to be honest, like, I always grew up playing different positions. Like, I was always like played 5'8", played this, like, and I've been playing tag. Yeah, I've been playing tag for ages. Like, we always do off-season tag. So like, my dad got us into heaps of those sports, and like, from my older brother, like, the knowledge he has, to be honest, like, he passed it down to me, and I'm not really a front rower that's dumb. Like, I know the game pretty well, to be honest. And after I passed the ball to Victor, I saw there was space outside of Greg, so I told Angus to push in. And if you like watch it in Eagle Cam, I'm putting my hand up, like, calling hot for cheese. So, and obviously I saw Junior take the carry before, and he was left center. So I was like, oh, bro, I'll go Philly space. I've seen it overlap. Then I was like, all I have to do is just pass the ball to Tupi and he'll do the rest. So, yeah, it's like, people think it's like so like hard to do that, but it's obviously hard. But like, yeah, people were saying I was being lazy and that. I wasn't being lazy, bro.
Yeah, because naturally, like, when you're in middle, your job is to fill up that middle third of the field, and like, you would just naturally progress that way, but you were just cruising out there. Yeah,
to be honest, I do train in center a lot in off season. Yeah, like, Robbo puts me like everywhere, like, and he knows, like, he pretty much gives me a license to do what I want to do. Like, he doesn't really tell me, oh, you need to be here. He just says, play with your footy brain. So
like the Joe Money of the Fords, bro.
Yeah, nah, no way, bro. No, that guy's too good, bro. I'm just me, just saw something.
Do you see your future at 13?
Nah. I always wanted to play back row, but because that's where I come from. Like, I was a ball playing back row, kind of like inspired to be like Wade Graham a little bit. So yeah,
Wade's the man.
Yeah, growing up watching him, and I was just like, oh, I want to be like that dude. Like, he's a good ball runner, good tackler, good passer, good kicker, you know. But then when I came to Roosters, they moved me from second row to prop, and I'm enjoying it there. But yeah, I want to start developing my game and evolving it, not just being a up and down forward. So,
yeah, I don't think you're an up and down forward already, bro. Yeah, and I think you know that already. But I see you as a 13, bro, for sure. Like, you got the pass in that.
Yeah, but Victor's a
Victor's
beast.
nice.
So,
yeah,
Victor's nice with it. But yeah, like, Robert does slot me in there sometimes. But yeah, I'll just play whatever I need to play to be in the 17, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like, I see you with your family and you come in, bro. What do you want your legacy to be?
I just want to be a good family man, eh? I've always wanted to be that. Like, I want people to look up to me and be like, this guy's a nice dude, a good family man. But obviously I'm still adapting because it's hard for me to talk to people and be like that guy, like, that says hello to people, because I'm come from a place where I see people as fake and I don't really want to interact with people. So yeah, I got a different mindset to a lot of people. Like, I see a lot of fakeness in people that people don't see. So yeah, I'm kind of weary with who I let in, and yeah.
Oh, you feel like you can see that straight away?
Yeah, like, I feel like I see like fakeness and that. Like, I have a very small crew. If you see me, I'm always with my family or like boys I grew up with. Like, I don't have mates that I just met. Like, I don't chill with people I just met. So I grew up with the same people and I still hang around the same people. So yeah.
I love that. Well, don't move out east then.
Nah, see, that's what's holding me back, bro. Like,
yeah.
Well, my family want me to move out here, but I don't know, I can't do it, eh? Like, even coming back from the Nui trip, as soon as I touched in home, I was like, bro, how could I move out of here, man? Like, yeah.
Where do you see the Roosters going this year? Can you guys win the full thing?
100%. I feel like if you don't see yourself winning, you're not going to win. Like, if you're putting that, oh, nah, we might be here, I feel like, nah, we're going to manifest something. And I feel like, yeah, we can take the chip this year, and hopefully we do. But obviously you got to stay grounded and improve week in, week out, and just stay humble. So I feel like we're working towards that, and hopefully we can do that at the end of the year.
Are you doing like the last ride thing for Jared? Like obviously he's been a big part of the club for so long, and I see Romy and Naif sort of use that hashtag last ride together. Are you guys using a similar storyline?
Nah, I feel like those boys got the social media down pat, whereas we got a lot of older heads that don't really have that social media. But I feel like, yeah, it is our last ride for Jared. We're going to action it, not talk about it. So, yeah, I feel like we got a different mindset to those boys. But, yeah, I love all those boys. So they let them do them and we can do us.
Yeah, they do their own style.
Yeah.
That's cool to watch. All right, bro, I just want to say thank you for jumping on. Obviously, you don't let many people into your life, so I appreciate your time and coming through, bro. And I'm a Roosters fan, so wishing you guys all the best.
Hey, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you.